What's up, people? SCG418 coming in with another one as usual. And today I wanted to actually discuss PCSX2. So if you guys don't know about PCSX2, PCSX2, say that 3 times as fast. PCSX2 is basically an emulator from, hey, I don't even know the developers, but it's an emulator on PC, and you can play PS2 games on PC. It's a pretty simple concept. PS2 has been around for a while, but as you guys know about emulators, the more complex the console is, the longer that the development basically, to be honest, never really stops on an emulator unless the console is just really simple, like SNES or NES type thing. But if it's like a PS2 or an Xbox or GameCube or shit PS3 360, the development on those emulators is going to be going on for a long time. But the cool thing about a lot of these emulators is they're open source, which means that anybody who has any kind of coding or development or modding knowledge, they could come and basically change things around for the better, or sometimes for the worse, because sometimes these emulators, I feel like when you update them, sometimes the games break or some things break. I don't know. But point is, I want you guys to go on your computer right now, wherever you're at, and either look up, you can go on YouTube, or you can go look this up online. Look up PCSX2 Nightly. Now, for the longest time, I'm sometimes a little slow on the uptake to get onto new things. I'm someone who doesn't really like change, unfortunately. I love change, but I also am comfortable with not changing, if that makes any sense. And for the longest time, I did not know that PCSX2 had a kind of like a modern version, like something similar to Dolphin, or even, you know, something like damn, I don't know any other emulators that's like from the 6th gen. The only ones I really use is Dolphin and P62. The Xbox emulator CSBX Reloaded is kind of trash. It's not that good. It's still kind of getting better. But basically any modern or constantly updating emulator like Cemu, which is the Wii U's emulator, or the Switch emulators, Yuzu or Ryujinx. Any of these kinds of emulators that we've seen, Dolphin, for example, is another one. And basically, I was thinking about it the whole time that PCSX2's emulation is good, but there's no real interface to it. There's no real GUI. So, you know, I went on and I went to go download PCSX2 1.7, and I saw like they had this thing called Nightly. Didn't really know what the hell Nightly was, but I downloaded it, and it's this kind of like tricked out modern version of PCSX2. The games come with achievements. They come with a lot more. Basically, the user interface is a lot better. You can now add patches a lot easier now. Before, it was like some weird shit you had to do with the cheats and all that. Now you can easily throw patches, I think, into like a folder for a specific game, and they'll come up. Like, I was playing the game Primal, some old school PS2 game from like 2004 or something like that, called Primal, where you play as this chick who died or something. I don't even remember. I don't even know the fucking story, but I thought it looked cool as hell. It looked gothic as hell. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Soul Reaver and Blade. I don't know, but you can easily implement the 60 FPS patch into the game, which I was actually having trouble implementing on PCSX 1.6, and not to mention the fact that PCSX2 1.6, I'm just gonna say version 1.6 or version 1.7 from now on, because that shit is too much to say. But the old version of being 1.6, when I was trying to implement it before, funny enough, the game was kind of fucked up. Now I said, hey, let me go ahead and download 1.7 and see what happens. I download 1.7, and then lo and behold, the game's working just fine. Looks amazing. And not to mention the fact that The CCFPS patch was very easy to implement, and it shows me when the patch is implemented by when I turn the game on. It just says patches, I think patches available or patches implemented, something to those lines. And I just found it to be very easy and very straightforward, and the user compliance is just a hell of a lot better than it was when I played on PCS 1.2. PCS, oh God, I swear to God, these versions, version 1.6, God damn, I was blown away, man. I downloaded well, I actually imported a lot of the games that I had on PCS 1.6, and the games work way better. I feel like they look better too. There's also the patches. It's a lot easier to implement patches. Just the interface of the emulator is a lot more modern as well. It's just superior in every way to PCSX2 1.6, which I think has honestly been around for a long ass time. At least the interface looks like how it looked way back in the day, uh, when I tried to emulate games on the PS2, a PC on from the PS2. It's crazy. But not to mention the fact that PCSX2 version 1.7, there we go, also has a self-updater. So all the issues and problems that might arise with the emulator with certain games, or certain things on the emulator itself, there's constant updates. So you don't have to go to the site to keep updating the emulator. All you gotta do now is just let the emulator update. It'll update on its own, as it should. So you guys need to go download PCSX2 1.7. And also, did I mention that it has achievements built in? Yeah, literally it has achievements built in. I was so surprised when I got on Tekken 5 and I saw achievements on fucking Tekken 5. I was like, what? I mean, it's insane. Haunting Ground had achievements. It's crazy, man. This is why I say emulation is the future. You guys need to ditch those old dusty consoles, PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the Wii. Playing on those old consoles, you want to play your classic games, PS1s. As much as I love that PlayStation 1, I love that PlayStation. Let me tell you something. The PS1, baby, it's my favorite PlayStation console. But guess what? I can't play on that thing in 2023. I need to have some 4K visuals. I need to have some patches and mods, make the game 60 frames per second. I need to have all that good stuff. And I could do it on the emulator. So listen, guys, get yourself PCSX2 1.7. Go play SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Go play motherfucking Haunted Ground. Go play Tekken. Go play God of War, whatever the hell you want to play. And it's going to be in 4K. It's going to look amazing. And it's going to have achievements. And it's going to have a bunch of quality of life improvements with the emulator itself. Huh. Go and do it now. Go get on Google and download that shit immediately. Immediately. Like SpongeBob, immediately. Go and download it immediately, alright? Anyway, guys, SCG418 here. Hope you enjoyed this little public service announcement. And hope you guys enjoy gaming. Peace out. I love you. Hope you love me. I'm out.